Okay, part two. Part two of our training. All right, so I was leaving off that the reverse engineering um, about making sure that you're doing the business activities. So you know what I should do, everybody? Let me mute. Okay. Making sure that you're all doing the business activities that are going to be getting you to your goals. That's what's important here. Making sure that you're staying committed to doing those activities every day, setting aside that time every day, treating your business like a business, and setting aside those time slots, knowing which tasks you're going to get done. Now, if anybody here has a problem figuring that out, come to me. I will be happy to help you. I would love for you to do that. If you are finding yourself having a difficult time finding the time to do your business, I would be glad to go through your day with you so that we can find the time together and actually give you the tasks to be done during each of those time increments. So it'll help you if you're finding that you really are struggling in order to come up with that, which many people do. Then don't hesitate to come to me and I'll help you. Okay, so in addition to your daily activities, make sure that you're taking your training seriously, because I've been finding that even though people are on the training page, whether it be the Coach Basics 101 or the Emerald to Diamond, they're not really staying engaged. And if you're not staying engaged and checking the page on a daily basis to see the posts and see the assignments, then you're not going to benefit from the training. So it's really important, if you're serious about this business, that you stay engaged in the training. For instance, if you're working for a company and they tell you you need to be at this training, you're not going to just blow it off. You're not going to say, oh, I forgot. You're going to put it on your calendar and you're going to make sure to be there. You're going to know where the link is. You're going to know what time it starts and what day it's at. And you're going to make sure to be there. You're not going to need someone to babysit you and remind you to be at your training. So that's another way that you should be treating your business like a business and being at the training, finding out and knowing when it is and be there. And then the other thing is being at live events. It's really, really important. I was so happy to see that the majority of you did attend Super Saturday. All of the live events, which there really aren't that many, there's quarterly Super Saturdays, and then there's Summit, which is huge. Anybody serious about this business needs to get themselves to Summit. It is just mind-blowing. I can't even put it into words. But you will leave there with a completely different perspective where you're just ready to take off and make your dreams happen. So you want to be at Summit, whatever you have to do to get there. Craig, you missed part of... Okay, I'm going to repeat it very quickly. Craig, what you missed was the fact that I was saying in order to treat your business like a business, you need to really make it a point to not only be at the trainings, but know when the trainings are and be staying engaged in your training page. A lot of people are on these on the training pages, the Emerald to Diamond or the Coach Basics 101, but they're not staying engaged and they're not checking the page daily. It's very important to do that, otherwise you're missing the training. You're not going to benefit from all of the valuable information and valuable lessons that you would be learning from it. So if you're treating your business like a business, you're going to make sure to be checking in daily, staying engaged on the page, doing the assignments, and knowing when the meetings are. Not have to be babysat and told when they are, or not know where the links are, because if you're on the page, you'll know where the links are. And I compared it to being in the corporate environment. If you're working for a company and they tell you you need to be at this training, you're not going to say, oh, I forgot, or something else came up. you're going to make sure that you're at the training. You're going to find out exactly when it is, where it is, and be there. So that's another way of making sure you're treating your business like a business, really being engaged in your training page, knowing what's expected of you, where the training is, and being at the meetings. And then the other thing, as I was saying, is the live events. If a company has annual functions or quarterly functions, and it's very wise for your job or for you to be moving ahead in your job, for you to be at these functions, then you're going to make it a point to be there. You're not going to, say, oh, something else came up, or I'm not sure if I'm going to go. No, you're going to make it a point to be there, because that's how you're going to move ahead in your business. And the live functions, Beachbody functions, are crucial to really being at the place that you all want to be by succeeding to the maximum capacity that you can. Because at each of these live events, you're surrounded by like-minded people who are also excited about what our mission is, helping other people, and being part of that energy and developing those relationships with the other people, with the other coaches, is vital to getting as far as you can with your business. So you really need to make those functions a priority. Every quarter there's a Super Saturday. Then there's the annual summit, which is absolutely needs, it's crucial. It's like people have to be, coaches who are serious about their business really need to make it a point to be there no matter what. And the trips, I don't know about any of you, but I'm on that trip and I am excited because I wasn't able to go to Cancun, or I'm still praying that I can still go, but I've been on the wait list all year and I wasn't going to let that happen again. So I registered for the cruise, and even if you didn't, you can still put your name on the wait list, which I really urge you all to do, because this month Success Club points are being doubled for cruise dollars. That's going to be exchanged for cruise dollars. So you definitely want to put your name on the wait list, because these trips are just like no other. Being surrounded by all the coaches that who are your mentors, and developing relationships with them, and working out with the celebrity fitness professionals. It's just, there's nothing like it. That energy is just incredible. So I would definitely recommend for all of you to put your name on the wait list and do your best to get as many Success Club points this month as you can, since they're going to be doubled for the cruise. And you are given all this ammunition in order to get mega Success Club points this month. Besides this month's challenge packs, which are the Insanity Max 30 challenge pack and Kickstart, that's on sale. You also have the 21-day fix challenge pack that's on sale. And in order to give us ammunition for February, because the Team Cup is coming, they've already announced what February's promotions are going to be, which is the 21-day fix challenge pack with the Kickstart as well, which is the 3-day refresh added to the challenge pack. So the 21-day fix challenge pack will be $140 instead of $160, and with the Kickstart will be $180. And then the 21-day fix extreme is coming out, and that's going to be huge. To all of our 21-day fixers, they're going to all want to try the 21-day fix extreme. So that's going to be a tremendous month. So really let it boost your business. Start getting the word out, and let this month be a rockin' month for all of you with all those challenge packs. You have, every reason to really do an amazing job this month with Success Club points with all those promotions. So I wanted to just go over the digital platform that we all heard about, and there's been a lot of talk about. I just wanted to let you know that I heard some talk on the National Wake Up Call, if you guys hadn't heard it yet, that not all of the programs are going to be on the club, on streaming digitally. Not all of them are. Insanity Max 30 is not. 21-day fix and 21-day fix extreme are not. So there's a lot that we don't know, but all we should know is that they're still working it out. The Success Club points are still going to remain intact, and challenge packs are still going to remain intact as well. So they are still working out all the details. So don't worry about it, because I'm sure that they know what they're doing, and we're going to be in good hands. So I heard that this morning, and I just wanted to share that with you. And then the other thing is the Team Cup. That's pretty exciting, especially for all of you who have not done a Team Cup before. Basically, it's a friendly competition between us coaches. We all form teams of 5 coaches on a team. There's a maximum of just 1 diamond that's allowed on each team. And we form a name for ourselves. You know, we create a name. And then together we have Team Cup meetings, like a Zoom call, where that each team will meet on a Zoom call once a week, and maybe even create a group page for our team so we can stay engaged on a daily basis. And each team has a team captain. So, and then you want to try to get as many Success Club points as possible together as a team. And the teams that make the most Success Club points wind up getting a lot of prizes. The top team gets flown to California to Beachbody headquarters and meets Carl Zeichler and all of that. But all of the other teams get huge prizes because there's tiered prizes. Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3. So this shirt that I'm wearing that I got yesterday is from when I was in that was the Fall Classic, which is the same type of thing, where as long as you make Success Club 5 and you're on a Team Cup team, you're going to get a prize. That's the first level. And then the second tier is if you make Success Club 5 and your team together makes a certain number of points combined, then you get the second tier prizes and the first tier prizes. And then if you make the third, then you get all 3 of those tiered prizes. And it's really exciting. It's a lot of fun. And it's just a fun thing to do. And you get together and just motivate each other and talk about how you're going to get, what your plan is and how you want to start getting more people, maybe, strategize together, do shake and shares, fit clubs, all kinds of things like that. So it's a lot of fun. I urge everybody to join a team, to start talking to people and seeing about, getting together and getting on a team. There's no reason not to, and it's just a lot of fun. And you'll wind up getting a prize, even if you just make Success Club 5. And the other reason to make Success Club 5 for this month, I just realized, is then you have the opportunity, you get the sneak peek at the digital platform. So you definitely want to get to Success Club 5 at least this month and every month going forward. So make that your priority. Success Club 5 should be absolutely no-brainer. Make it happen. And you're really given so much ammunition to allow yourselves to have that happen for yourselves. Okay, so the next event, the next Super Saturday, write this down, is April 25th. So you want to block off that day and make sure you're available to go to a Super Saturday. And then, of course, Summit is July 15th to the 19th. Hopefully everybody who's here either has a ticket to Summit or is on the wait list. If not, make sure you get on the wait list. And then the 90 Days to Diamond calls just started this past Monday. I posted the link to the call on our team page so you can listen to it. But if you're interested, it's a phone call, not a Zoom call. And Bob Lucido, who I mentioned earlier, the one-time attorney who's in the Millionaires Club now, he's the one who leads them. And so it's going to be every Monday evening at 8:30. And he posts the link on the Team Bearcat page. And then Don's new Coach Basics is starting Wednesday, January 28th. So you're going to want to definitely plug into that. That's at 8:15 p.m. And then Don's next business opportunity webinar is Wednesday, January 21st, the Wednesday before the Coach Basics. And he offers them at 2 times, 12:15 p.m. and 8:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you want to start inviting people. Anybody who you know, who you think might even possibly be interested in this business opportunity, invite them to the webinar. Even people who, just have a passion for health and fitness, or people who that could really use the extra income, or full-time working moms who want to be home with their kids. Whatever the situation is where you think that they could use it or they might be interested, invite them. And then anybody who's interested in scheduling one-on-one weekly calls with me, I'll be more than happy to. I already have them scheduled with several of you, but if anybody else would like to do so, just let me know. Okay, so I have one inspirational story that I wanted to tell before we end the call. And I told this on one call when I first did my first team call. So the people who were on it, who I think is just maybe Lori and Ellen, would have heard it already. But otherwise, I love this story. So I'm going to tell it again. All right, it's called Two Frogs. One night, two frogs left the safety of their swamp and ventured into a nearby farm to explore. They soon found themselves in a dairy. Hopping and jumping around, they jumped into a milk pail half full of cream. At first, they were both thrilled. They had never tasted anything so delicious. They drank and drank and drank. Soon, they were both full-bellied and getting just a bit sleepy. Time to get out of here and head back to the swamp for some shut-eye, burped the first frog. But there was a problem. They'd had no trouble hopping in, but how to hop out? The inside of the pail was too slippery to climb, and there was nothing on which they could place their feet for traction to get up a good hopping distance, or any hopping distance at all. The awful reality dawned on them. They were trapped. Frantic, they began to trash about, their little frog feet scrabbling for a foothold on the elusive slippery curve of the pail's edge. Finally, the second frog cried out, "It's no use. We're doomed, my brother. Let us save what dignity we have left and die here like frogs with our eyes facing our homeland." The first frog cried out to stop him. "No, we should never give up. When we were tadpoles, which of us would ever have dreamed that someday we would emerge from the water and hop about on land? Swim on, pray for a miracle." The second frog eyed his brother sadly and said, "There are no miracles in the life of a frog, brother. Farewell." And so saying, he turned his face in the direction of the swamp, gave a sigh, and slowly sank out of sight. But the first frog refused to give up. He continued to swim. He swam and he swam in ridiculous, pointless, useless, futile circles, hoping against hope for a miracle. Fired by adrenaline, he paddled mightily, yet his brother's dying words clutched at his thoughts, even more insidious than the growing fatigue that tugged at his weakening muscles. Was my brother right? He thought desperately. Am I a fool? Are there no miracles in the life of a frog? Finally, he could swim no more, and with a great cry of anguish, he stopped paddling and let go, ready at last to face his fate like a frog. But something odd then happened, or rather, didn't happen. He didn't sink. He just sat exactly where he was. Ever so tentatively, he stretched out a foot and felt it touch something solid. He heaved a big sigh, both sad and grateful, said a silent farewell to his drowned brother, then scrambled up on top of the big lump of butter he had just finished churning, and hopped out of the pail and off to the swamp, alone but alive. So to me, that resonates as, even though you guys don't know when it's going to happen or how it's going to happen, never give up, because as long as you stay consistent and you keep paddling and you keep doing your invites and you keep being a product of the product and doing your personal development, staying engaged in the training, you stay committed to this business and do the things that you're taught, and you will wind up succeeding. And no matter what anybody else says to you, the people around you, those naysayers who says, make negative remarks, don't listen to them. You just stay true to your dream and it will wind up happening for you. All right, so basically, I just wanted to give you a call to action. So after this meeting is over, what I would like to see is for each one of you is to post your why onto our team page, whether it be in text format or in a video. I'd like to hear what each of your why, your deep why as to why you want this business to succeed, what you would like, how you want it to change your life, your ideal life of what you would like to happen from it. And then post what daily behaviors you're going to change, what you'll start doing differently in order to make that happen. Okay, now I'm going to open up the lines to see if anybody has any questions. Oh, there's a lot of noise. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to just look. If anybody has a question, raise your hand and I'll unmute you. Does anybody have anything you want to say? Allison, yes. Let me unmute you. Wait 1 sec. I need to unmute. Okay.
Okay, this is more of sort of like a coach question of when dealing with people, because I've been looking at all the links that you've been posting and been on several calls. So just when dealing with people and you get the proverbial, let me think about it, I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
And then you check with them tomorrow and they
Mm-hmm.
kind of don't give you a response.
Mm-hmm.
What's kind of the best thing to say or to continue the conversation? I mean, these are people I work with, so I see them every day. I don't want it to be awkward, but I don't want to let it go away because I can't really tell if they're interested.
It really depends on the situation and the person involved. If it was someone who sounded really excited at first and then wasn't responding, then I would maybe say, are you still wanting to, whatever it is that you were discussing, I'd bring that back up. Like, let's say she was saying what she wanted, that she wanted to lose 20 pounds to be ready for her sister's wedding or whatever it is. I would then say, you still want to lose 20 pounds to be ready for your sister's wedding? I'm excited to help you, or something. But if it's somebody who never really opened up, then I would still continue a conversation, but on a slower pace. I wouldn't come right out and ask the question. I would do the inviting process. And if you did start to talk to the person about their, why, or, what their goals are, and they're now not being very responsive, then they might just be busy. And a lot of times that's the case where we think it's personal, like they're just not interested, but it's a lot of times just that they're busy. So I would just give them maybe a couple of days and then come back to them and say, hey, we had been talking about this. Are you still interested? But it depends where you were in the inviting process. Definitely make sure that you're following the steps. Don't jump the gun, which a lot of us do at the beginning. Always take the conversation in the right order and make the first part of the conversation always all about them. Don't talk to them about the products. Don't talk to them about Shakeology. Just talk to them about what their goals are and find out their deep emotional why they want to lose the 20 pounds. What's it going to do for them? How is it going to make them feel? Is there any reason why right now they want to achieve that goal? So it's always all about them, and then finding out all about what they're doing now, if there are any health issues, any energy slumps, any physical limitations, what their challenges are. So you find out all of that information before you ever even bring up any of our solution for them. So I would just continue with the conversation, and if they're being really quiet to you, like abnormally quiet, then I would just give it a couple of days and then talk to them, give it a little bit of time and bring it up again. But I wouldn't start up with that as the subject. I would obviously start up just talking about something else that you guys have in common or that you've discussed in the past, and then work it into the conversation. Okay? Anybody else? I think Brindle had said she had a question, but I can't. Let me see. Okay, Brindle. I don't know if I can even hear her. I unmuted her, but I guess I can't hear you. You can put it in the chat. Krista, you had a question?
Yeah, you had mentioned about the 3, I think it was something like under the R, that
Yes.
There was like 3 different ways that you can, like 3, I forget.
Recruiting. You're talking about recruiting?
Yeah, recruiting, yes.
Yes. Well, when we're recruiting, we're inviting people to the business opportunity. So you can bring up the business opportunity right off the bat to someone who is really into health and fitness and who is like really in shape. And, you can talk to them about if they wanted to reach the next level of fitness or if they've ever heard of Shakeology. But if they already have a real passion for health and fitness, you might want to right off the bat say to them, you should be a coach. So it's talking to people about the business, and depending on their situation and the reasons why they might want to get involved in the business, a lot of times it's challengers who are starting out as your customers, and you're you have them as a customer to help them to reach their weight loss and fitness goals. And then when they start seeing results and people are noticing it on them and asking them about it, or if you even see them engaging a lot in the challenge groups, then you can reach out to them and say, you know, you would be an amazing coach. Look at you. People are coming to you. You're inspiring people. You should consider, would you like to consider the coaching opportunity? So it's just talking to people about joining our opportunity and inviting people to the coaching webinar that Don's going to be doing. He does one once a month. And also, sometimes we do 5-day sneak peek into coaching. So if you have someone, and you can also get any of us coaches on a 3-way call. If you have someone who's interested, then you can talk to your upline sponsor coach, and I'm happy to get on a 3-way call, or, you know, I'm sure other coaches would too. And then also, as soon as you have someone, like I said at the beginning, who's interested in a challenge pack, you want to offer the opportunity of signing up as a discount buyer coach. Because even if they sign up as just for the discount, a lot of times they wind up turning into a business coach.
Right.
Like
What
Craig. Craig
was
was one of those.
What were the different types of people that you could become friends with people? Like, I guess on Facebook, like add them as a friend.
Yes.
Where is that written? Like that you mentioned, it was something about that.
Well, that was on the Power of Threes is one of the documents.
Okay.
By the way.
Good. I'll look at that. Thank you.
Yeah, that's okay. There are several different documents you can use to keep track of your business. That was just one of them that I mentioned. So whichever is going to work best for you. Okay, so Brindle, you said, by the way, the challenge pack you just sold for the meeting, I started approaching her. Oh, wow, that's awesome. That's great. Brindle just sold her challenge pack, and she approached her 3 months ago, and she just bought tonight. So that's another example of how it's all planting seeds. You never know when they're going to pop, but don't stop planting them because they will wind up popping. It's very exciting when they do. Okay, so the new contest that's coming out, it's called the Team Cup, and that's starting on February 1st. And now is when you should be getting your teams together. It's 5 coaches per team, 1 diamond for each team, and registration begins on January 19th, and it's going to go through January 31st. So I will post the link, but you're going to see it on your Coach Online office because they're going to put it very clear right on your page. Register for the Team Cup. On January 19th is when they'll start doing that. So to prepare, you can start thinking about inviting people to be part of your team. Then you just need to come up with a team name and a team captain. And it's a lot of fun. And I'll help you guys also. You know, I'll have some meetings, so I'll give you some ideas of how to run your teams. And then there's also a team captain Facebook page that you can also be on. Okay, so now I'm getting another warning, 10 more minutes. So I think I'm pretty much done if anyone else doesn't have any questions. All right, so just remember your call to action is posting your why, your deep why on our team page, and also what you're going to do on a daily basis in your business that's going to get you to your why. All right? Well, I want to thank all of you for being here because that really does mean to me, it tells me you're the serious players that make this meeting a priority and you're treating your business like a business. So kudos to all of you. I truly believe and have the utmost faith in all of you that you are very capable of being top coaches. Just like all the ones that you see, you have what it takes because they were just like you when they started. Just like they said, why not me? Why not you? All of you can do this too. All right? So have a great night, and I look forward to seeing you on the team page. Bye.